remanded in police custody for additional 7 days beginning yesterday. The time frame will be used to further investigate into the rape allegation charges on Mahara. This is the third time that Mahara's custody has been extended. Earlier, the Kathmandu District Court had extended Mahara's police custody until Wednesday. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. Even as the Prime Minister leaves to participate in the non-aligned summit in Baku, questions raised over the very rationale of the movement. The former Speaker Krishna Bahadur Mahara remanded in police custody for 7 more days to carry out further investigation. India's Maharashtra and Haryana election results turn out bittersweet for ruling BJP. The party sure to make a comeback with its ally Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Haryana looks set for a hung assembly. And former captain of national cricket team Paras Khadka to play in the T10 League, signed by our team Abu Dhabi for $10,000 US. Let us begin with the national political updates. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli embarked on an official visit to Azerbaijan's capital Baku to attend the 18th Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Non-Aligned Movement. We have a report.
The non-aligned movement sprouts from the decision of 25 countries not to be allied with either the North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO of the United States or the Warsaw Pact proposed by the then USSR after the end of Cold War in 1991. Many countries have, however, started to question the rationale behind the affiliation. Experts inside Nepal have also started to question if Nepal, which is one of the founding members of the movement, still needs to be associated with the alliance.
नेपाललाई विश्वव्यापी रूपमा चाहिँ संलग्न हुनुको लागि जुन योगदान दियो, सम्भावनाको योगदान दियो, त्यो चाहिँ नेपालले बिर्सिनु हुँदैन। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि हामीले चाहिँ यसको महत्त्व घट्दै गएको भए पनि विगतमा भएको चाहिँ यसको योगदानको कारणले गर्दाखेरि अब यो रहउन्जेलसम्म नेपालको संलग्नता रहनु राम्रो छ।
Even as smaller nations like Nepal have been pressing for non-alliance, emerging powerful economies like India are slowly going away from the movement. While the head of government must participate in the summit, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for instance, skipped last year's meeting and is not attending this time as well. The Indian delegation is being led by Indian Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu. Oli is scheduled to meet the Indian Vice President along with Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro on the sidelines of the summit on the 26th of October. Meanwhile, some experts suggest that the alliance now needs to change its role and be used for economic development. Since its founding in 1961, more than 120 countries have been affiliated with the movement and is the largest grouping of states worldwide after the United Nations.
शक्तिको रूपमा आइराखेको चाहिँ आफ्नो हैसियत कायम गरेको अमेरिका र त्यसलाई चुनौती दिन गइराखेका अरु विकसित मुलुकहरू त्यसको शीर्ष स्थानमा रहेको चीन त्यसैगरी क्षेत्रीय प्रभुत्व सहित शक्ति राष्ट्रको महत्त्वाकांक्षाका साथ अगाडि बढिराखेको भारत यी सबैसँग अर्थराजनीतिक लाभका हिसाबले हामीले लाभ लिनको लागि चाहिँ नेपालले स्ट्र्याटेजिक अटोनोमीका आधारमा असंलग्न परराष्ट्र नीतिमा टिकेर हामी अगाडि बढ्न जरुरी छ।
The non-alliance movement is a foreign policy in itself and helps to safeguard the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence. The 5 principles include non-interference in internal affairs, respect for each other's territorial unity, integrity, and sovereignty.
The rape-accused former Speaker Krishna Bahadur Mahara has been remanded in police custody for an additional 7 days. The police will file a case against Mahara only on 31st of October. Stating that the investigations are still underway, the Nepal police had presented Mahara at the Kathmandu District Court yesterday seeking to extend the remand. Advocate Sudarshan Pandey, who heard the case on behalf of Mahara, argued that the defendant should be released on condition of being produced at the court when summoned. However, the government attorney demanded for the extension of 1 week in custody, citing that the investigation team is still awaiting the DNA report and called details of the former speaker. Mahara will now be in police custody until 30th of October, which will also be the 25th day since his arrest. On the 19th of October, the Kathmandu District Court had extended Mahara's police custody until Wednesday. Mahara was arrested on the 6th of October after Parliament Secretariat staff Roshani Shahi accused Mahara of raping her in her flat at Tinkuri on 29th of September. Prior to this, the former speaker has been refusing to record his statement, citing his ill health condition. Now moving on, police have begun investigation on the 12-year-old Rohtahat mass murder incident following the directive from the Judgment Execution Directorate under the Supreme Court. The police have approached with several angles for investigating the heinous crime. However, the locals are still under fear and have not opened up to the police to provide information regarding the incident. The police arrested Nepali Congress lawmaker Mohammad Aftab Alam on the 13th this month after receiving complaint from victims Sri Narayan Singh Rajput and Rukhsana Khatun of Rohtahat, Saruwata. Sri Narayan had filed an official complaint at the police for the murder of his son Trilok Pratap Singh and Rukhsana Khatun for the murder of her daughter.
जाहेर दिने वाला दुईजना मात्रै हो, त्यसमा उहाँहरूले आफ्नो छोराहरूको मात्रै कर्तव्य भएको भन्ने कुराहरू उल्लेख गर्नु भएको छ र अघि मैले यहाँलाई निवेदन गरेँ जति पनि प्रत्यक्षदर्शी भनिएका व्यक्तिहरू हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूको फरक भनाइहरू पनि आएको छ तर त्यसमा चाहिँ अहिले हामीले यति नै संख्या भनेर यकिन गर्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ छैन तर तथापि घटना घटेको कुरालाई वारदात इस्टाब्लिश गर्ने र त्यससँग चाहिने सबुत प्रमाणहरूको सङ्कलनदेखि लिएर त्यसलाई कसरी चाहिँ चेन अफ कस्टडी मेन्टेन गर्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ अपराध अनुसन्धानको महत्त्वपूर्ण पक्ष भएको हुनाले हामी त्यसतर्फ लागिरहेका छौँ।
Deceased O.C. Akhtar's mother, Rukhsana Khatun, who filed the complaint, was also shot to death around 9 years back. The police had retrieved Khatun's body in a sugarcane farm. She was shot in the head. The other plaintiff, Sri Narayan, has said his son Trilok Pratap Singh was taken by lawmaker Muhammad Alam's party cadres for election campaign and was fed poison. Singh's body was then burnt.
आफ्ताब आलमले त्यसलाई पहिलादेखि नै उसँग परिचित थियो म परिचित हुनेको कारण म पनि त्यस बेला नेपाली कांग्रेसबाट जुडेको थिएँ त्यसले उलाई बोलायो चुनावको प्रचार गर्नलाई 27 गते बुधबारको दिन बेलुकी बम विस्फोटको आवाज यहाँ सुन्ने त्यो राजपुरको र मेरो गाउँको बीचमा एउटा फतुवा गाउँ पर्छ त्यो राजपुर फरातवाको चारैतिर त्यसको आवाज सुनियो बम विस्फोट म रुखसाना यहाँ गएको थिएँ भोलिपल्ट उहाँ पनि थाहा पाए रुखसाना खातुनले रुँदै मलाई भन्यो कि तपाईको छोरा पनि त्यसमा गए मर्यो।
Alam has been accused of involvement in an explosion on 9th of April 2008 when Alam was directing people to make bombs at his home to seize booths during the Constituent Assembly elections a day later. Alam has been accused of having packed 13 of the injured persons in a sack, killing them and burning their bodies in a brick kiln. Eyewitnesses have said the police helped cover the incident then. The case could not proceed for 12 years due to political cover. The victims had filed a writ at the Supreme Court after the Attorney General decided not to pursue the case. Likewise, the implementation of the Supreme Court's verdict has also been delayed. Locals have refrained from speaking on the incident out of fear that Alam's cadres could hurt them. And with that, we'll take a short break here. For more news, do stay with us. The Central Committee meeting of the main opposition Nepali Congress has been affected due to too many aspirants for the upcoming by-elections. The Nepali Congress Central Committee meeting was called for yesterday to nominate candidates for the by-elections. However, the Central Committee received almost 4 times the number of anticipated nominees from respective electoral constituencies. The meeting, as a result, was postponed. Congress spokesperson Vishnu Prakash Sharma said the Central Committee had asked the regional committees to file 3 potential candidates. However, the committees received almost 14 aspirants for a single electoral constituency. Majority of the Central Committee members had reached party office Sanepa for the meeting yesterday. The meeting has been postponed till 31st of October. Now, Nepal has improved its index of doing business and has been ranked at 94 among 190 economies, according to the 2020 Doing Business report by the World Bank. Nepal climbed 16 points from its ranking at 110 last year. The World Bank's annual study states that Nepal had made significant improvements in easing procurements, construction permits, electricity availability, credit, trading, among others. In South Asia, Nepal ranks third behind India and Bhutan in the index of doing business. Now, the government has extended a month's deadline for companies that are yet to register with the Social Security Fund. The deadline to get enrolled in the scheme had expired on 17th of October. The government has been forced to extend the deadline after nominal registration of private sector. According to the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security, 8,818 employers and 100,968 employees have been enlisted in the Social Security Fund so far. The fund, however, has said that it had extended the deadline following the request of employers, while Minister of Labour, Employment and Social Security Gokarna Vishta said that he had ensured that all the employers complied with the fund, which was implemented from 17th of July this year.
सबै श्रमिकहरूलाई सामाजिक सुरक्षाको दायरामा ल्याउने काम सामाजिक सुरक्षा कोष मार्फत हुन्छ। म अर्को कुरा पनि जोड दिएर भन्न चाहन्छु, यसमा कुनै आउने वा नआउने कुनै इच्छाको विषय छैन। म सरकारको प्रतिनिधिको हैसियतले भन्न चाहन्छु, यसमा कोही आउँदैन भन्ने अधिकार रहँदैन। ऐनले सबैलाई सामाजिक सुरक्षाको दायरामा आउनको लागि अनिवार्यता प्रदान गरेको छ।
As per the law, employees must mandatorily contribute 11% of the basic salary to the fund, while the employers must contribute another 20% of the employee's basic salary. Time now for the international update. The Maharashtra and Haryana election results turned out to be bittersweet for the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP). In Maharashtra, the BJP is sure to make a comeback with the help of its ally Shiv Sena. The BJP Sena combined had won or was leading in 161 seats in the 288-member Maharashtra. In Haryana, however, the situation is in flux. The BJP failed to cross the majority mark of 45 seats and Haryana looked set for a hung assembly. For the Congress, which has an outside chance of forming the next Haryana government, these election results will act as a much-needed booster shot. The party has been in disarray since its miserable performance in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, and these poll results could spark hope of revival in the Congress. Meanwhile, for regional heavyweights such as the Nationalist Congress Party and Chautala's Janayak Janata Party, these elections will be proof that they cannot be written off so easily. And with that, we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for yet another short break. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in Ramechhap district how can the increasing outstanding amount at local level be managed better. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
समिति मार्फत भएको कामलाई पेशकी नदिकन काम सम्पन्न गरिसकेपछि भुक्तानी दियो भनेदेखि कम गर्ने आधार एउटा सिर्जना त्यो हुन्छ।
पहिल्यै पेशकी रकम दिनु भएन, काम हेरेर गुणस्तर हेरेर हामीले त्यो फर्सुट गर्नुपर्छ।
जिल्ला प्रशासन लगायतकोबाट अलि बढी अनुगमन गर्नुपर्ने आवश्यक देखिन्छ। जनप्रतिनिधिहरू र कर्मचारीहरूको लापरवाहीको कारणले यो भएको छ।
पैसा र कामको समायोजन गरेर चाहिँ स्थानीय तहको बेरोजगार फरफार गर्नुपर्ने जरुरी देख्दछु।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what's your take on business environment in the country? Your options are A, enthusiastic, B, average, and C, poor. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the sports update.
Sports news.
Former captain of the national cricket team Paras Khadka, who announced his retirement from captaincy just last week, will be playing the T10 League in United Arab Emirates for Abu Dhabi. The T10 League is a 10-over cricket league launched and owned by Indian company T10 Sports Management and played in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Although the T10 League had held the draft last week, Khadka's name was made public by Abu Dhabi only last night. Khadka, who celebrated his 32nd birthday yesterday, said that he had signed a contract with the team even before the draft and will receive $10,000 for playing. England's Moeen Ali is currently considered the iconic player for Khadka's team Abu Dhabi, which has also players Mohammad Amir, Corey Anderson, Rohan Mustafa, among others. Nepalese spin prodigy Sandeep Lamichhane is also playing in the T10 League. Lamichhane was drafted last week for Karnataka Tuskers for $45,000. 8 different franchise teams will be participating in the T10 League, which will be held in Abu Dhabi from 15th to 24th of November. And before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Even as the Prime Minister leaves to participate in the non-aligned summit in Baku, questions raised over the very rationale of the movement. Former Speaker Krishna Bahadur Mahara remanded in police custody for 7 more days to carry out further investigation. India's Maharashtra and Haryana election results turn out bittersweet for ruling BJP. The party is sure to make a comeback with its ally Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. Haryana looks set for a hung assembly. And former captain of national cricket team Paras Khadka to play in the T10 League, signed by Abu Dhabi team for $10,000. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur TV HD for more news and entertainment. Have a great day ahead.